Broadcasting live from the Jersey Shore, it's Coach Kev on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Indie Super Show here on the Damage 365 Radio Network, also being broadcasted on YouTube, iHeartRadio, and the Spreaker Radio Network. I'm Coach Kev, leading you the way today. We have an awesome show. We had a couple of weeks off. I hope everybody enjoyed last week's throwback show with the newly signed NXT talent Deonna Purrazzo, New Jersey's own. Our interview with her from a couple of years ago at a women's wrestling show that happened in Woodbury Heights, New Jersey. So I want to welcome everybody. We have a lot to talk about today. You know, a lot going on in wrestling. You know, whether TV or independent or just wrestling news in general, which also includes this coming weekend in a couple of days. Legends of the Ring. We'll be bringing in ROH women's star Kelly Klein and former ECW world champion Raven. And later that evening, we'll have Warriors of Wrestling, where Kelly Klein will be in action against former women's champion Nikki Adams. Raven will be there doing a meet and greet. And then, of course, Sunday, Raven will be in Flushing, New York, doing a signing at Wrestling Universe. So, a lot going on this weekend, a lot going on in wrestling. Just a lot more, nonsense going on with former WWE star Brian Christopher Lawler, formerly known as Grand Master Sex A, arrested once again. Big shock. The 3 strikes out you rule. I think this guy's up to like 455 strikes. Also, we'll talk about self-entitlement and how it's ruining wrestling today. And that's not only on the independent level, that's also in the mainstream TV level of wrestlers who think they're entitled to something and don't feel that they have to work hard or pay their dues to get it. Also, we'll be talking about Aaron Bradley, an independent wrestler based out of New Jersey. He wrestles pretty much everywhere. His ego has gotten the best of him, and he has gotten out of control, especially in the last couple of hours. So we'll talk a little bit about him, and he keeps threatening to call in, so we'll see if that even happens. But they have a match coming up on Saturday that'll take place in Staten Island, New York at Warriors of Wrestling, as him and his tag team partner Steve Off, another delusional nut. They are the Pro Wrestling Magic's tag team champions, and they'll be putting those titles on the line at Warriors of Wrestling when they take on Scotty Priest and Jose Salvador. So again, you can go to warriorsofwrestling.com for tickets to that show, where we said Raven and Kelly Klein will be there, along with other former WWE stars and Hall of Famers, along with the entire Warriors of Wrestling roster. So we'll take our first commercial break, and when we come back, we'll talk. I guess we'll start off with Aaron Bradley. I mean, might as well. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Hey, it's Tony Schiavone, formerly of WCW, and I'm almost desperately out of time, but I want to remind you, you're listening to the Indie Super Show on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
Wrestling Superstore, selling wrestling memorabilia from all around the world, including WWE, Impact Wrestling, Japan, Mexico, and the very best of the independents. They've got action figures, DVDs, autographed memorabilia, t-shirts, magazines, trading cards, stickers, vintage video games, and more. Plus, stop in and get tickets for great promotions such as UWA Elite, CZW, and many others. Located indoors at the world-famous Englishtown Flea Market, Blue Building booths 46 through 48 on 90 Wilson Avenue in Manalapan Township, New Jersey. Open every Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Log on to Facebook.com/FunkensteinINC for more information.
What it do, baby boo? This is Casey Two Scoops Spinelli, and you're listening to the Indie Super Show on the Damage 365 Radio Network. Ba-bam!
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head?
Hey, wrestling promoters and booking agents. You know where you can get inexpensive prints of your hired talent? Right here at Fast Copy Printing Center, located in the Pearl of the Bay Shore. That's right. Whether you need 8x10s, 11x17s, posters, long format, or even weatherproof signs, we can do it all. We also can create promotional items for your business, such as pens, business cards, drink koozies, banners, or just a coffee mug. Stop on down to Fast Copy Print Center, 81 Broad Street in Keyport, New Jersey, or just call at 732-739-4646. No job is too big and satisfaction is guaranteed. Tell them Damage 365 sent you.
This is Saraya Knight, and you are listening to Damage 365 Radio. You want to play with me, boy?
What's going on, people? This is the King of Chaos, Logan Black, and you can catch me every Thursday night along with the boss man, Warriors of Wrestling's own Joey B, as we do our live Facebook Q&As on Facebook Live. Feel free to hop on in with any questions, comments, just about anything that pops into your head, and we're going to talk about it. We've got our own segments, we've got our own things to talk about every week, including what's pissing Joey off today. That's right, check us out on Facebook Live or right after the show. Damage 365 Radio Network. Check us out on there. It's posted. You can listen to it at any point that you want. I suggest listening to it sooner than later. Trust me, you've got nothing better to do. That's Thursday nights, 10 o'clock, Facebook Live, or right afterwards on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
Animals, come out and play. This is Nyla Rose and Native Beast, and you're listening to Damage 365 Radio.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and somehow, some way, this delinquent got my phone number. And,
What's up? What's up, Facebook tough guy?
What's up?
Yeah, you're one of those guys that shake my hand in public, then go on Facebook and jab your little barbs at me, huh? You showed your real true colors, dirtbag.
Well, you know, you give me a lot of material. I mean, it's really easy to kind of make fun of you because you do nothing but cry.
Cry, yeah. I want to see one post where you think I'm complaining about anything. You know, constantly at Warriors, the deck's been stacked against me. You know what? This is a monumental occasion. You want to know why? Because this is the first time Warriors hasn't treated me like a goddamn second straight. You know, every time that I've been booked on Warriors, it's because someone has called out. This is the first time they want to think that I'm talented enough. I've been better than their whole roster since day one, Kevin. That's what you don't understand. every single time I'm there. Oh, it's so nice to see you. Oh, it's great having you in the locker room. And then when it comes time to book me again, and I message them, I reach out to them, my calls, my texts go unanswered. Why is that, Kevin? Why?
I can only give you my opinion. I mean, obviously, I can't speak for the promoter, Joe Bellini. I would have to imagine, again, my opinion, that...
You're a little tongue-tied, Kevin.
I want to say the right thing, because I'm not speaking for Warriors. I'm not speaking for Joe Bellini. So I don't want anybody to think that this comes from either party. This is my opinion, that if you're not getting the call back and you're only getting those calls because they need a last-minute replacement, that's on you, for one, being available last minute, and two, I guess you're just not, cutting the mustard.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny about you, Kevin? It's you're the same guy that last time I was at Warriors told me how great I was. You told me that I was one of the better wrestlers and the better talent, and then you go on Facebook saying that I suck? You're a real piece of crap. You know that? You really are. You're just like every one of those guys. You're no better than that guy that runs that toy show, in my opinion, now.
That's debatable. But...
Yeah, real debatable. I'll tell you what's not debatable. The beating I'm going to give Jose and Scotty Priest. And you know what? I'm taking a souvenir with me. I'm taking little Jose's mask. You know why? Because he's ugly. He's ugly inside and out. And you know what? He was one of those pimply little dorks that Scott and I used to pick on in high school. And you know what? The beatings aren't going to stop until we say so.
Okay.
And you know what? We've had enough of being overlooked and overshadowed. And this Saturday, we're going to make a statement. And nothing you say online, your little internet tough guy, your keyboard warrior, your little Twitter hands can say, or anything Joe Bellini could put in the ring with us, nothing is going to stop us.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Now, I just saw some footage from Warriors of Wrestling that you took on the Apostles of Chaos. Is that correct?
Yeah, you know what's funny about that? Is even in the infancy of the AMS, we took the Apostles of Chaos to the limit. That was our first 2 months of tagging together, and we still almost beat your tag champs. Now, almost a year later, we, without a doubt, would wipe the mat with the Apostles of Chaos. I'm begging, I'm pleading Joe Bellini to put us in there. Because you know what? We've said since day one, we're fascinated with two things and two things only. Kicking everyone and anyone's ass and collecting every single ounce of gold. And you know what? They got a real shiny material around their waist and we want it.
Okay, so you didn't defeat the guys who are the champions, and now you're taking on a team that were champions as well. So what makes you think that you're any better than the team that you couldn't beat?
As I said, that was in the infancy of the American Murder Society. That was when we were just starting to gel. The Apostles of Chaos were a well-oiled machine at that point. And in the infancy, we were able to almost beat them. Now that we're running on all cylinders, we're unstoppable in that tag division. Nobody is going to stop us. And it's almost laughable that they want to put little Jose in there with us. Seriously.
Okay, I want to stay towards Warriors. I mean, I could go to another company that you work for that you're not the champions there either, so I don't understand why, this well-oiled machine only has a title in one company, and you think you can just walk in the door and take the titles from everybody at any particular time you want.
Because we could.
Because you could. I mean, I could do a lot of things too if I say it, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen.
The difference is you just say it.